Alright, welcome back to my channel, SHAESTAROT. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So I'm back again. I'm just, like I said, I'm coming in hot, and I got some videos coming for you, okay? But today, we are talking about more about ancestors. If you just see my last video yesterday, I just want to keep helping with that as well. So we are talking about ancestor offerings, and just kind of talking about really the ritual around it and how to really get it done, or how to do it so-called right, I guess. But this will be helpful for people that want to give the ancestors offerings, just started their altar, you know, just all type of stuff, just to give them appreciation. So let's get started. I have a few bullet points because I know I can go all over the place sometimes. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, when it comes to ancestor offerings, is what do you give your ancestors? I know people like to ask, what do I give my ancestors? What do my ancestors like to eat? I don't know where to start. You know, do I cook them food and all this and that? So what to give them is based on you, and they're gonna tell you. They're gonna, because it's more of an intuitive thing, especially once for some of you start realizing who your ancestors are, and just kind of like their personalities and who they are and what they're about, especially if you do know them and, you know, actually met them before they passed. It's a little bit easier to find out what they like, but they also will tell you intuitively. It is confusing at first, but you just have to be obedient to spirit, which is one thing I'm still even teaching myself with things I have going on. What to give your ancestors, just listen to your thoughts and ask them, ancestors, what would you like as offerings? Your ancestors will tell you. So for me, like, I started my ancestor altar last year. Actually, when I got a bigger altar, I wanted to give them more for what they had. But what I asked them is, okay, what do they need? They will tell you. And offerings is not always just food as well. Offerings could be anything. It could be money. It could be fake money, real money, and we're gonna talk about that in a second too. It could be food. It could be anything that they are just asking for an offer, or that you also sometimes, if you truly just some reason can't figure it out intuitively and it's not coming to you, trial and error what they might like. Maybe they don't know. Now everybody's ancestors are different, so I won't just jump to conclusion on what your ancestors will like. They're your ancestors. Mine love dried fruit, and also bread that they've been wanting lately. But mine love dried fruit. I buy them dried pineapples, dried cranberries, dried nuts. My great grandma loves those. My ancestors really love those. So, but that, I don't even eat that at all. So I know that was definitely them asking for that. Like I said, it would just come to mind. And if you want to try a trial and error, you can do that as well. Sometimes your ancestors might like what you might actually like to eat. So if you cook a full plate for your family, make a full plate for them. Even if you don't know, if you haven't got to the point where you really know what they want, make a full plate for them. Why wouldn't they want a full plate of food, right? Depending on your ancestors, if they vegan or not too as well. So, you know, just sparing to them and sharing with them. And they will let you know if they like it or not. You will know. Trust it. It's just all in. You will know. They will tell you. Okay. And like I said, there's many types of offerings. When it comes down to affording them, it depends on what you have going on. The type of offerings that your ancestors could possibly ask for is money, real money, or ancestor money. Now, if you also do not have enough to, of course, spare real money, your ancestors are not going to really break you for that. They know your actual financial situation. They know everything. So they will not, like I said, if you're your last dollar, they're not going to ask you for your last dollar. And trust, if they do, they are going to give it back in tenfold. Always say that ancestors will give it back in tenfold. And I know some people, I have seen some comments. Some people are just like, why would you give your ancestors fake money? Why would they want fake money? No one wants fake money. Well, no, that's not it. That is a matter of opinion. Now, from my personal standpoint, I didn't have really the funds at time to really give them my money, because they know I really needed it, especially what I was going through at that point. I definitely needed every bit of money I could get. So in return, they helped me get money by telling me, hey, you need to order ancestor money. Thought came across my mind, order ancestor money. You can find ancestor money on Etsy or Amazon, or even other botanica shops. But I love Etsy because I have got like probably 100 for like 20 bucks. 100 like stacks of paper, and I think less than that up there. So all you gotta do is search ancestor money, and whichever one draws you, whichever one they point to, you would choose. And with that ancestor money, that is also an offering. So you're gonna burn that money to give that to them. Now, when it comes down to it, eventually, maybe you might have to give them real money, depending, like I said, depending on what your ancestors want. I literally just started giving them real money yesterday. I just gave them some change, you know, nothing to spare. Another type of offering, of course, you can give them, like I said, is food. You do not always have to give them a full plate. That's not what they're asking for. I don't really cook, and if I do, it's only for me and my boyfriend, and we need to eat. So my ancestors, they really don't actually ask for my food. Some of your ancestors will ask for your food because your food smells good. Look, ancestors want some of that food, just know you eating something good to me. Share with your ancestors. Do not be stingy with them. They, even though, yes, they are in the spirit world, no, they were still human beings, and they're still people, and they're still beings. So, you know, just give them that matter of respect. They are your family. You know what I'm saying? You can't serve everybody at the table, but one family member is not eating anything. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the offerings could be big or small. You know, they can ask for that. Now, how often do you give your ancestors offerings? It depends as well. I give my ancestors, well, it depends. They ask. Now, sometimes I will say, now, if you just, you know, like I said, we're thankful for our ancestors. I tell my ancestors good morning every time I come into the prayer room. You're just feeling really generous and very, very thankful for your ancestors. Like I have. I just come in like last night. I just came in and just like, you know, I don't even want, I mean, of course I need help, but I really want to show you more appreciation and really give you what you guys want. So this time, I bring them dry food, and I put that on the plate as well. And also I give them a cup of water. My great grandma loves 2 cubes of ice. Yeah, she's very specific, but they asking what they're asking for. When you hear these random thoughts cross your mind, they're asking for it. First, to start off with me, a cup of water. It was a cup of water. Each time my great grandma or my ancestors would ask, but it seems like great grandma loves to eat really, like, she cubes of ice, my snacks, and my ancestors love it too as well, but she just seems to be the main one. So it went into an order for me. So first was like a cup of water. A cup of water can do anything, you know, that is an element as well. A cup of water up there. And please make sure you are cleaning this stuff out. Please make sure you regularly clean the altar and clean the food off. So once I went from the cups of water, like I said, and then went to the actual dried fruit, and then eventually we got down to now we are exchanging actual real money. Before that, like I said, it was the ancestor money. So how often you really would give it to them? I said it really depends on you. So I just woke up yesterday and just wanted to give them an offering. Told them I love them so much, and I just want to give them an offering and just appreciate them, and I really do. I will say as well, if you do work at the altar, which I know most people really do, whatever magic work or whatever, my ancestors, they want offerings. Of course, you should give them offers. If you're gonna ask for anything, it's an exchange. You gotta give them return. So I will say every time you're really coming to them, I give them an offering, especially if you're asking for something big. I think you should show the exchange of appreciation. It's an equal exchange. Every time you're doing magic or asking for them for something, because of course it's your ancestors that work the magic, please, you know, give them an offering, you know? Especially if you want it to work. Not saying like you need to be bribing your ancestors or really like being gold diggers, because that won't work either, because they will not give you what you're asking for if you're coming here to be greedy. That has happened to me a few times, to be honest. I got a little greedy sometimes, and they was like, no, we're not doing that. So, you know, be grateful, be honest, and be open, and just, you know, cherish them. How does offerings benefit you? Giving offers to your ancestors, they give you offers right back. It's an equal exchange. Trust your ancestors will never take nothing from you. They will give it back. They will give you something better. Understand that. You give your ancestors that effort, that full effort, that love and condition and attention, they will give that to you right back. Even if you don't have a full altar, it's okay. Bringing them just the smallest, like something that you can give. Like I had a mobile altar starting off, and now my mobile altar is on my big altar for me to key little work on my little area. But even having a mobile altar or shooting a box altar, if you want to give offerings and you're worried about bugs, then I will say I would advise to wrap the food essentially, or cover the food essentially, so you know, you won't have that problem, especially for some of you that store it under the bed. I know some people store it under the bed, so I would definitely say just keep that really wrapped up and do not leave it there too long. I leave my offerings out for about 24 to 48 hours, so about 2 days. I'll leave it out about 2 days, not a full 2 days usually, and then I dump the offerings out. Now, of course, if you're asking what to do with the offerings, yes, throw them in the trash after you're done. Do not, there's nothing else to really do with them, to be honest with you. Yes. So that is all about ancestor offerings. Of course, if you have any questions below, do not hesitate to ask. If you need to find me on Twitter, at SHAESDivine. So all links and everything below. And I see you guys later. Peace.